in the phrase's history. It began initiating conversations almost a century ago, during the Roaring Twenties. BBC radio personality Richard Murdoch popularized it with a humorous twist in the 1940s, when he interjected it into dialogue as a comic attempt to change an unwelcome subject. Amusing variations came into play during ensuing years, and the catchphrase lost validity as a serious conversation starter. Despite existing negative perceptions, it continues to enjoy a measure of popularity. Bloggers sometimes ask the question to head posts about books they recommend. Prominent Christians Stephen Nichols and Sinclair Ferguson have employed it respectively for a church history podcast and as a book title. Maybe Read Any Good Books Lately is making a serious comeback. It could be a legitimate way of jump-starting more conversations. We're using it here because it encompasses much of this chapter's scope. Each word packs a specific punch. Read equals, this chapter reflects this book's focus on reading. Any equals, research shows that many people don't read any books or can't name a single author. Good equals, this chapter's discussion touches on the concepts of literary quality and reading competency. Books equals, reading on screens differs from reading physical books. Lately equals, we're addressing the current situation by providing recent information and statistics. You may recognize these elements as we explore this chapter's primary question: is reading lost? The current state of reading. Most adults have 24-hour access to a constant stream of information. You may peruse a physical newspaper while sipping your morning cup of coffee, but you're more likely to respond to emails, scroll your Facebook feed, or skim top news stories on your phone. The screen reader could be scanning more words than the person reading the paper. With the incredible volume and easy accessibility of information today, aren't people reading more than ever? Yes and no. Many people are reading a great deal of material, especially online. But they are not necessarily reading quality material or reading well. Surveys consistently show that most people believe reading is a worthwhile use of time and they should do more of it. But some people don't read any books. Gene Edward Veith, Jr. writes, "A growing problem is illiteracy. Many people do not know how to read. A more severe problem, though, is alliteracy. A vast number of people know how to read, but never do it." Most of us could, and suspect we should, read more and read better. Our worm of suspicion may even evolve into a dragon of guilt. Or we may think of reading as a duty we're neglecting, while feeling overwhelmed at the very idea of crowding one more thing into our busy lives. In this book, we aim to alleviate any reading guilt or anxiety. We want you, whether you read a little or a lot, to experience more joy in reading, and therefore in life. We want to dispel the notion of reading as duty and instill the concept of reading as delight. Perhaps reading had declined in recent decades, but isn't it increasing now? The 2009 report by the National Endowment for the Arts, Reading on the Rise, celebrated, according to its subtitle, a new chapter in American literacy. The NEA might well rejoice in any increase over the statistics reflected in its pessimistic 2004 report, Reading at Risk, which bemoaned previous decades of decline. While Americans can join in the NEA's joy, we should pause for further consideration before patting ourselves on the back. The Pew Charitable Foundation reported in 2018